I'm going to show you how I make taco, I don't know what it's called. I think I made up this recipe, but I'm going to show you this in increments. The first thing I did was chop up a half an onion and cooked it in some olive oil. And then I used some of my ground turkey because we try not to eat too much beef. And I'm just going to let this brown. Also, in a bowl, I put some fat-free refried beans with a little bit of water and just stirred it up. I'm going to use this later. And then I also put some foil on a pan, on a pie plate. And put a little bit of olive oil on it. And then, after I'm done with this, I'll come back and show you what else I do. Okay, so I am in the process of browning my ground turkey. The other ingredient you need is a container of salsa, and I like mild salsa. So what you need is your hamburger filling. I'm also going to put in here a little bit of the taco flavoring. I have to go find that. Salsa, refried beans, and you will need some flour tortillas, and I'll show you what to do with that. Now, if you don't have my recipe for cornbread souffle, you have got to try it. I think I have a video on there, and I'll try to link it below since I think I know how to link. So anyhow, I'll keep going and I'll come right back. So I am adding some taco seasoning mix to a cup of boiling water, and I'll be adding it to this. Get a fork. Forks in here. So I'll just be stirring this up. I just got another phone call. My phone sometimes, I feel like I get as many phone calls as I did at work. So you just, which I don't mind. I don't want it to be too spicy. So you just stir it up. And then, after it's kind of mixed in and at a good consistency, you just have to eyeball it. Then you set it aside in another, I'm going to put it in that bowl over there. Just put this aside after a few minutes. Clean the pan, and then I'll show you what to do next. The next step to this dish, it's called taco pie, is you put a little bit of olive oil in a pan and put a flour tortilla in it and just get it fried and crispy. And I've been making this for about 20 years for my family. When the kids were little, I used to, at the end of this, I would make a few more of these flour tortillas and then let them get nice and crispy and then sprinkle them with brown sugar and let them cool off and cut them up in, pieces, and they loved it. They thought that was the best treat ever. Of course, we lived in Southern California. We had a lady who used to clean my house, and she was from Mexico, and she really taught me how to cook Mexican food, and I think I got this from her. I'm not sure. So Teresa, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, thank you. She taught me how to make this. So this is pretty, I guess it's original from Mexico, but yeah, she used to clean my house every day. Can you imagine? Now I clean it every day. Oh, anyhow, I'll continue later when I have a stack of tortillas. So while these are still cooking, my cinnamon ones, I'm going to show you how I put these to work in my pan. So I just take one, lay it down on a greased foil, and then you add your ground beef. Just spread it around. it is a little hard to do it with one hand. I should have gotten my little tripod out. You spread it out. And I never remember how far this goes, how many layers I get. I just wing it. So many times I wing it. Let me flip my little tortilla. And then what you do is you add a layer of refried beans. Now this is a can of refried beans that I diluted with a little bit of water because it lets it, you can spread it a lot easier. And you just spread it around. And it's okay if it's messy. That's the point. I eat mine with a fork. I don't use my hands. Okay, so that's really not that even. Let me check this guy here. And that one's coming along. And then you add, I don't have enough room. You add a couple of tablespoons of salsa. Usually I'll probably put the camera down. And do you see what I'm doing here? I'm just spreading this out. And then on top of this, I am going to have to put the camera down. I use some cheese, whatever cheese I have on hand. Sprinkle it around. And then you add your next layer and do it all over again. So I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Alrighty, so that is what that looks like as I sprinkle my last tortilla with brown sugar, not brown sugar, I keep saying that. I haven't done this in such a long time. Cinnamon and sugar. That's what it looks like. My kitchen is a big mess. This is kind of like a Mexican lasagna. Same principle. And what I'll do is I'll serve it with sour cream and cheese, although it has enough cheese on it as it is, and some lettuce. I'll have a salad, and that is my dinner tonight. Look at my mess, but I'll clean it up. This is my cornbread souffle. It's just cornbread, 2 eggs, a stick of butter, a can of cream corn, a can of regular corn, a Jiffy cornbread mix, and about a tablespoon of sugar. Just stir it all up in a big bowl, put it in a 9x13 pan and cook it for about 45 minutes, and then sprinkle cheese on top. So that's something that my grandchildren love. That didn't really turn out too well, but that's okay. They absolutely love it. And I hope this brings back good memories for my husband. Sounds like he's home, according to Scooter. No, that actually sounds like a intruder bark. Anyhow, I'm going to clean up my kitchen, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.